course, me. It's me, your boy, Richie Rich, all day. But before we begin, you already know what time it is, man. Cool, we back at it again. One more video. So now we're going to talk about price of the parts. What happens if my refrigerator breaks, it's out of warranty, and now I got to pay out of pocket. And sometimes some of the common issues that do go bad with this appliance. Alright? So a couple of things, a couple parts that we're going to focus on is one is the refrigerator water filter housing. Alright, so there's times I know I had to replace that a couple times before. That housing, the water filter or the water inlet valve inside of it, it comes as an assembly. Over times can leak or don't produce any water. So normally technician will order that whole entire housing. You're looking at roughly online, no markup, no taxes, just an overall estimate. You're looking at about 150 bucks. All right, so 150 bucks plus the labor to come out. Refrigerators are a little bit different. I know I've been quoting just a standard 150 for labor for any other appliance. Refrigerators, when you're dealing with Freon, when you're dealing with, of course, the price of a refrigerator, so that changed the labor in a lot of the appliance repair companies that do come out. So the labor for a refrigerator can start from 200 bucks to almost 300 bucks, depending on, even 400 to 500, depending on the job that the technician has to do. Alright, so if you're going to deal with like the seal system, what we discussed as the compressor, evaporator, condenser units, that could take 3 to 4 hours. You're dealing with Freon and it takes time, so you might spend up to 3 to 4, maybe, worst case scenario, 500 bucks. Alright, but just a standard refrigerator repair, the labor you're probably looking at, just to quote you on, 200 bucks. The part, you're looking at 150, maybe about 350 to 400 bucks to repair the water filter housing. Alright, ice maker. I mean, it's a common issue that it goes bad. The refrigerator does not make ice. Alright, so right now on Sears Parts Direct, we're looking at our parts here. You're looking at, for that particular ice maker, you're looking at about 85 bucks. Alright, again, it's not markup. So a company ordered a part themselves, they're going to mark that up maybe even twice the amount of that is. So they might mark it up to 160. And then you got to pay for the labor. Alright, so you got to factor all that information in when they do break, because ice makers go bad pretty often. Alright, so we're also going to show you different pictures as well, man, so you can see what we're talking about as far as the pricings for these appliances. You have your evaporator coil that has 100 evaporator coil that deals with the condenser, the seal system. So if it's beyond the 10 years, it's beyond the 5-year warranty, you're looking at just that particular part alone, you're looking at almost 200 bucks. You're not factoring the dye dryer that comes along with that as well. The service valve that comes with that. So those additional parts and components that you'll need in order to replace that part as well. So trust me, you're going to be spending a few dollars, but it's not going to be the $4,000 that you didn't pay for this appliance. It's not going to be the $3,500 depending on which one you get for this particular appliance as well. Alright, so keep that in mind. You have the evaporator assembly that normally builds up with ice over time. If you have to replace that, you're looking at about 109 bucks. Alright, so that's pretty good. Another part. You know, you talked about the InstaView door that has all the apps, that got the camera, that has Pandora that you can just listen to your music. Also have the doorbell ring that you can actually see the person coming into your home through your refrigerator. I mean, you can speak to it like Siri and she communicate back and forth. That particular door. him downstairs, that door. You know what I'm saying? That door, you're looking at about 800 and something bucks just for the door. That's if you get the door yourself. Again, company gonna mark that up. You know me, I'm gonna put a couple $100 on that door. You want to pay for shipping, you gotta pay for the taxes. I gotta make money on top of it. So you probably looking at just for the door. Let's do the math for that joint. You say if the door is like 800 bucks, you probably looking at close to almost 1,500. Somebody saying 1,500 in the back. Yeah, that's a little bit high, but worst case scenario, right? Worst case scenario, and almost 1,500. That's worst case scenario. So I would say probably roughly between 13 Yeah, about 1,400 bucks is pretty reasonable. So, yeah. Then you gotta pay taxes as well. So I totally forgot about the taxes. So you spending $800 and something dollars. Depending on the state that you're in, yeah, you're gonna pay some money for this joint. So this is why at times you can get an additional warranty on it. But like I said, that additional warranty only applies. Sometimes you get a 3-year warranty, you get a 5-year warranty. So if you spend this extra money on a 5-year warranty and it's in this 10th year, you're still going to have to pay this money for this door if it breaks. All right, so just be aware of that, man, just in case something goes wrong with it as well. All right, that door is extremely expensive. You have refrigerator temperature sensors and all these different things. Those are cheap. I done seen them. They're like 15, 16 bucks. The only issue that we really had is locating the compressor on this particular unit. So we're going to advise that you go to Samsung, call them directly. Their information should be located in your owner's manual. So you can call them and get that information. They'll be able to give you a service provider that'll be able to get that part for you if you need it. And they'll be able to help you with that. And then, of course, if it's out of the 10-year warranty for the compressor, then you're going to have to pay for the part and the labor. But as long as it's within the 10 years, they'll be able to help you out with that and try to do their best to help you out the best way possible. All right? So, yes, this refrigerator is extremely expensive. Parts seems extremely reasonable except for the door. That is standard price just for doors these days. And there's times when they actually make to order. So it might take a little minute to get the door. All right, so just keep that in mind. So we discussed a couple parts that typically goes bad on this refrigerator. Overall, we're going to give you guys our review. Oh, snaps. I found the compressor. My bad. My bad. All right, so the compressor you're looking at is about $182. So about 200 bucks. So again, roughly the part, if it's 200 bucks for the part, you get it yourself. Labor for that, you're probably looking at about 380, 390. So it's 390 plus 200, so almost 600 bucks. You're gonna get that fixed if a company could come out in a reasonable time. 700 bucks. You spent $4,000 for the refrigerator, so it's not 75%. So that's going to help you out a lot. That you'll be able to replace that compressor if need be. All right, so outside of that, man, everything else is pretty decent. Again, we always talk about Samsung parts. Sometimes it's hard to get, so you want to keep that in mind. Definitely with what's going on in 2020, because that's when we're shooting this video. 2020. It takes a little minute to get some of these parts, man. So just be a little bit patient. I understand your frustration if your refrigerator don't work, but hey, you paid for a Samsung. This is what you want. This is what you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? So again, prices are pretty reasonable. Always like, subscribe to the channel. Whatever it is that you need, send us a comment. We'll make sure that we respond to those comments. We also have our email address on there as well, so you can email us with a lot of your questions. So if there's anything that you need from us, man, of course you know our motto, man, at Consumer Appliance Report. You help me. Don't forget that part. You help me. Then I help you. And then we help each other. See how that works? 1 + 1 2. That's how we do that. You help me, I help you, we help each other. Till next time, it's me, your boy Richie Rich Man, and I'm signing off and I'm out. I got a party to get to.